Okay, let's talk about wrestling. Um, we had a good bunch of shows that had good bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, so let's go right into Rampage, which was good, but like it was missing something this week. I feel like I don't know what it was missing.
yeah. I don't know either, but however, like I agree with you, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. So Rampage starts off with Claudio Castagnoli, and he comes out with Willa Yuta, and they meet Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and he's talking about how he inspired him and trained him and all this stuff. And then he's talking about, hey, I need a challenger. And can you guess out of all people who showed up to challenge him? The natural.
That shit.
The natural. Dustin Rhodes shows up, and he shows up and says, hey, listen, me and you are the same. They say that we both will never win the title, and I want to try my hand at the title against you. I promise you I'll give you one hell of a match. And they set up the match for Dynamite, Ring of Honor title, Dustin Rhodes versus Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah. Go ahead. How do you feel about it? You talk about it.
It's gonna be alright. I mean, obviously Castagnoli's gonna win, so yeah, man.
But what if?
Yeah, there's always that what if factor with AEW, but I don't know. I see like Castagnoli winning, like, but they're gonna pull off an awesome match. So.
Okay.
The only drawback I had with this whole promo didn't have nothing to do with neither one of them. It was Yuta. You have a title too.
Yeah, but somebody will figure out what a pure title is, and then they'll be like, hey, listen, I want to fight for it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. So that was a thing, and I mean, I guess the match is probably going to be really good, and if it's not, people will say it's good. I'm not lying. Like, there's been a lot of times where it's like, there's been certain matches and people go, oh my God, that was so great. And it's like, it's not that good. But like I said, we'll see. Like, I'm not hating on Dustin, but like I said, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, they'll say like the best match ever. Dustin can still go, so.
Yeah, no, he can still go, but like every match he has, everybody's like, oh my God, this was a fucking classic. He's fucking great. And it's like, not every match he does is a fucking classic. Chill.
No.
But
no,
it's fine.
I agree.
It's fine. So then we get Ortiz and Ruby Soho. And they're angry about fucking Ty Conti and, Ty Mello and Sammy. They're like, no, last week you beat up the kid. How about you fight us? And Ortiz gets angry and he's like, yo, you can fight any day. We can fight yesterday, tomorrow, last night. And I'm like, wait, what? It was very confusing. I don't know. But
we need Santana back.
Santana's not coming back. Like, from everything I've heard, Santana's not coming back.
Yeah.
And it's not even about his injury. He's not coming back. It's just he's not coming back. Just he ain't feeling it. I don't know what he's not feeling, and like because a lot of things backstage, I don't know what he's not feeling, but he's not feeling coming back. So yeah, it's a lot of interesting about the backstage situation with fucking AEW, but it's like it's fine. Like that Punk thing isn't the only thing that's like frustrating backstage, because I heard a lot of other people are angry because stuff would be happening backstage and they don't like the shit, and they talk to Tony and he'd be like, yeah, no, it's fine, and then Tony just does whatever the fuck he wants to do. And I heard somebody actually kind of equated to like, oh, this is like kind of being back in WWE, but just with a different guy. And it's like, I mean, you kind of knew that it was going to get to this point. Like, he's the one guy in charge. Like, there was no other thing of like this not happening. And like, yeah, like there's going to be frustration. And I know this is going to be like me on the side of like the boss for a second, but like, yeah, it's frustration, but like he has a plan and that's his plan. That's what he wants to do. So that's his thing. Like, yeah, that you have to abide by it. Like, that's the only thing I could say, because like this is the one and only time that I will say that in defense of the boss. But me being on the side of the workers, it's like, don't fucking lie to me, man. Don't just sit there in my face and be like, yeah, no, we're gonna do this, and then fucking do whatever you want. Like, that would frustrate me too. And then like I come to you, be like, yo, I want to be in a better spot. Look at all the stuff that I could bring to the table. Look at this, look at that. And he's like, nah, fuck you. I don't want to do that. And that's actually frustrating to a lot of people. And I understand that. Like, I fucking understand that. And people always go, oh, well, you know, it's just still way better than WWE. And it's like, they're the same, dude. Like, they're the same.
It sounds the same thing to me.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, like, Triple H is gonna be like the best version of Vince, but like I'm not gonna shoot him no bell and be like to be honest, like I'm gonna be honest with you. His whole NXT run from 20 whatever to 2021, that whole entire run that he had, I don't remember anybody complaining and being angry about how he booked the shows. Like, I don't remember anybody saying it. And that's past and present. And it was like, I don't remember anybody complaining going, yo, fuck that dude. And the fact that he has, like, love, like, still from people on the other side, like, nah, he's going to fucking make that show great. And it's like, okay, he did something that's, like, unprecedented and had like no drama backstage. And it's like, that's weird. And like, I thought Tony Khan would be that same way, but like, okay, once again, I'm going to be on the side of the bosses. Maybe it's not Tony Khan that's like stirring up the pot. Maybe it's that guy that came in and threw off the balance. But hey, we'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Yeah.
So then we had Private Party versus Swerve and Keith Lee for the tag team titles. And it was a match because you knew that Swerve and Keith Lee was just gonna like beat the shit out of Private Party. Private Party got like one or two moves in, and then like Keith Lee and Swerve dominated the match. And it's like, yeah, you knew that was gonna happen. It wasn't like a weird thing. And then after the match, Keith Lee and Swerve shook Private Party's hands, and it's like, oh, like they're all gonna be friends now. Okay, cool.
Private Party gonna be face again. Apparently, like they're leaving Andre's house or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Off his house. Yeah. They're leaving that shit.
So yeah, that's the thing. Then we get a backstage. We got the factory backstage. And Hobbs shows up. And Hobbs is like, I thought y'all was going to get rid of Ricky Starks. What happened? And he's like, y'all gave me your word, so now y'all going to have to pay. And fucking, what is it? QT Marshall was like, no, man. We're going to get it done. We promise you. We're going to get it done. And like, to me, this is all looks like is leading back to Starks and Hobbs reconnecting. But they say Starks and Hobbs are going to have a match on Dynamite. But it feels like they're going to wind up reconnecting so, like, through the beef with the factory. And it's like, why?
Like, there's no point to that. Like, there was no point in breaking them up then.
Exactly. So, like, I'm just going to try to trust the process. But at the same time, it's like, I don't. Like, everything I see is like, it's not going to work out. So, that's the thing. So then we get Zach Clayton, Jay Wild's husband. He comes to the ring and he goes, You're about to see the best entrance and the best debut ever. And that's me. And then Hook interrupts him because they're going to have a match. Hook comes down to the ring. Ding, ding, ding. Zach Clayton is dead now because Hook put the red rum on him and he's dead now. So Zach Clayton's dead now. So that was nothing.
It took what, like 10 seconds, if that?
If that. So Hook leaves. Then we get 2.0 and Mad Matt Menard and some exclusives here. They re-signed for an extension on their contract. 2.0 re-signed with AEW and has an extension. So they're going to be around a lot longer. So Matt Menard is now going to challenge Hook for the FTW title. So,
which is Matt?
Matt is the bigger one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the other one is like Cool Daddy something, whatever. I don't know his name, but Matt Menard is like the bigger guy.
Got you. Okay. Because like I was kind of confused because they both said someone like a sports entertainer should hold that title, but they kind of alluded like it was gonna be both of them. So I was confused.
No, it was Matt. The thing that still weirds me out is like the more and more they talk, the more and more Canadian they sound. And I know people are like, yeah, because they're fucking Canadian. Yeah, but like it's just like it's just out there, man. It's like, come on. Like when you guys were like Everrise, we didn't really notice that you guys were Canadian. Now it's like you're just like, no, they're definitely Canadian.
It's like they're doing it on purpose now. Like they're leaning into the fucking stereotype.
Yes. So then we had a Billy Gunn promo. Billy Gunn says, on Wednesday, I'm going to confront my boys and give them a spanking, but I'm going to bring some friends with me. And his friends are the Acclaim. Like, okay.
He didn't even say my boys. It's like he forgot they were his sons.
Yeah.
like I'm going to beat your ass.
So then we get the recap of Dragon Lee getting his mask taken off and ripped up, which they totally missed, and like we went away from it at the end. We said that it happened, but like it wasn't on camera, so they put that on camera. So then we had, because the Hook match was so quick, we needed another match, and our other match was Buddy Murphy versus Serpentico, and Buddy destroyed him in like 10 seconds. And then fucking Miro shows up with Malachi Black's mask. And it had everybody going, wait, what happened to Malachi? Like, it was never answered. It was never alluded to past that. And Miro came down, and him and Buddy Murphy started fighting, and he beat the shit out of Buddy Murphy, and he kept yelling at Buddy Murphy, where's your pagans now? Where's your pagans now? Basically alluding to, where the fuck is the House of Black? Where are they? Yeah. And Miro murdered him and just threw him out the ring. So that was a thing.
You think he actually got Malachi, or like he just stole his mask?
He stole his mask. I don't think he got him.
Oh, okay.
So then we have a backstage thing with Britt, Jamie, and Reba. So they're talking about the whole Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm thing. And like, it was really funny because Britt was talking about how they're a toxic tag team. And Jamie's like, wait, me and you, we're kind of toxic. And like, this is like, oh, never mind. And then like, this is what so what this is leading up to, what I'm trying to hear or figure out, because they have the title match, it feels like one of them are going to get this shot after everything is over. But the thing about that pisses me off is we have the same three women at the top of this division and nothing has changed. It's literally, you could go back almost a year, and you can see we have the same three women being slotted into this world title thing. It's Britt, Thunder, and Tony. It's just the same three women over and over and over again. It's like, are you going to add somebody new there, or are you going to change it up and switch somebody to a different title? Because it was like that one time when Britt like said something and like looked like she was going to face Jade Cargill, and like nothing came about it. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's like, I'm kind of tired of it, because like it's not going anywhere. Like, it's not going anywhere. And I know people are like, well, it's long-term storytelling. No, it's not going anywhere. Like, just fucking add somebody new into this. Like, inject some different lifeblood into this. Like, I don't know how, but like, you need to just like come out of nowhere. They had to fucking pick Thunder Rosa's last challenger from fucking Tokyo Joshi Pro. And it's like, I don't know what they need something. And the funny part is like, it's not like they're a lack of women. It's not like, oh my God, they have a lack of women, because then we have Penelope Ford versus Athena. And it's like, okay, like you have the people. Like,
they have a pretty good roster.
Yes. And like, so that's what's going to lead me to this next point. So after Athena beats Penelope Ford, Jade Cargill comes out, and Jade Cargill crushes Athena's fucking wings. They made a point to say, she built those wings herself. She built those wings herself. Jade Cargill crushes it with a fucking hammer. And Kiera Hogan and Layla Gray beat the shit out of Athena. And then Jade comes down and hits Athena in the stomach with a fucking sledgehammer. So this is like all leading to Jade versus Athena. And for, like I said about the title, if Athena beats Jade, throw Jade into the world title. Throw her into the world title picture so we can have fresh blood in there and it can change. And we don't have to go with the same shit. Throw Jade in there. Fucking fine. Jesus.
Also, right? My suggestion with that too, right? Just to have like a end match for this whole feud, right? Have a 4-way with fucking Britt, Jamie, Tony, and Thunder. Have that be the last match. The last match they go against each other, right?
Yeah.
And one of them goes on to face fucking Athena for the TNT title. That way, you have fresh blood over there too.
I mean, you're gonna have fresh blood for the TBS title, but the world title needs fresh blood. The women's world title needs fresh blood. Yes. And like, I'm totally 100% against the 4-way. Like, because I'm tired of seeing these people. I'm tired of seeing them to go against each other. Like, I want nothing to. I want nothing to do with the rest of it, because it just keeps happening, and it won't stop. And it's like nothing that's gonna like, oh yeah, they should move on to the next person. It's like, no, we're gonna throw Britt back in there and Jamie, and we're gonna throw that. It's like, no, move the. But
that's the reason I say the 4-way.
No, that's it, because we've had it so many.
They're not gonna end it any other way though.
No. That's the thing. They're going to end it, and you're going to see how they're going to end it, and it's going to drag it out longer, and you're going to be like, well, this is fucking stupid, and they're never going to get to the 4-way. Like, they're never going to get to the 4-way, because this is what's going to happen. Toni Storm's going to win. Then it's going to be Britt Baker versus Toni Storm. And then once that is over, they're going to sneak Thunder Rosa back in there, and then it's going to be whoever the new champion is versus Thunder Rosa. Then we're finally going to get Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker. We're going to finally get that at the end of all of that. And then we're going to go back and say, oh shit, Jamie Hayter won the title. I think we should bring Thunder Rosa to face Jamie Hayter. And it's going to be like, it's a never-ending fucking cycle. Like, it's a never-ending cycle. Even if you throw it into a 4-way, it's still a never-ending cycle, because everybody is literally tied to each other for the rest of their fucking lives. Like, it has to stop. Like, after fucking All Out, it has to fucking stop. It has to stop. Like, that's why I'm praying that Jade loses. If Jade loses at the end of the night, whoever the champion is, Jade's gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna beat the champion's ass," and she puts herself in that situation. So if Jade puts herself in a situation, it's new lifeblood, and everything changes, and we don't have to see the same bullshit over and over and over again. Because there's no way. This is a year, going on a fucking year. None of this shit fucking excites me anymore. Like, this is a women's division of, like, badass women. It doesn't excite me when you keep throwing the same fucking people at it over and over and over and over again. It has to stop. Like, the four-way, like, it would just anger me because it's the same shit. It has to stop. Once Jade Cargill gets thrown in there, it's a totally different story, and everything will change. We could go back to, I bet you they'll go back to this before the end of the year. Like, even if Jade's in it, it just has to stop. It just has to stop. This is so fucking irritating. It's like, you have a fucking great rock. Ruby Soho is right there. Athena is right there. You have all of these people that you can just slot in these places, and it's like, no, we're just gonna mess with the same couple of women. It has to stop. Cause, like, if Britt goes for the title again and Jamie costs her the title, we have Britt versus Jamie, split them up, never see them again together. Like, never again. We've been waiting for like 3 years for them to wrestle. Just have it, never again. Never ever again put them back together. Never put any of those four women in a fucking hotel room at all. Leave them away from each other. That's how I feel about it.
No, you're right. Just like I just feel like there's really no other way to like separate them. But the Jade Cargill thing, that kind of throws a monkey wrench. So you're right in that shit.
Because if they go into a four-way, it's going to spin out into more matches of the same four women. Yes, and it has to be out.
You're right.
So then we get to the main event, which starts off fucking hilarious. It starts off fucking hilarious. They're doing a fucking pre-match interview, and Mark goes, "Well, there's been enough talking." And fucking Orange Cassidy goes, "That's my line." And Mark Henry's like, "Wait a minute, that's my line." "Oh, yeah, you're right. That's your line." I was like, what the fuck?
It's the reverse of last week.
That shit was so funny. So we had the Trustbusters versus the Best Friends. And this shit was like, it was a cool match. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was just gonna be like, well, they came in and beat their ass. It was a pretty cool match. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize it until halfway through. Was like, oh shit, Sonny Kiss is here. That's a 4-on-3. Oh shit.
You forgot about Sonny too?
Yeah, I forgot. And then like when she showed up, it was like, oh shit, I forgot. And then all of a sudden at the very end, Danhausen shows up, and like it hits me and it goes, holy fuck, that's right. The Best Friends and Danhausen are a thing. I totally forgot. And because of the distraction of Danhausen, they won. The Best Friends won, that is, with a finishing move. And I don't know if I've ever seen this move before, because like it looks familiar. It looks like something that I've seen done, but by them, like in a different form somehow earlier in their career. But it was like both of the Best Friends was holding Slim J, and Orange Cassidy stood on top of him and just fell down and just splashed Slim J in the middle. It's like, I've seen that. I think I've seen that before, but I don't know why I feel like it had to do with the Best Friends and somebody else.
That sounds right, but I don't like remember that at all. But that sounds right.
Yeah. So like that was the end of the match, and now the Best Friends are moving on. And at the end, they're doing a pose out, and they're like 3. Danhausen's like, no, 4. Like 3, no, 4. It's like, all right. They don't understand what a trios is. That was hilarious. like part of me actually, like, not even joking, wants
Mhm.
the best friends to win this. Like, part of me actually does. It's like, the best friends in Orange Cassidy should win this. Like, I don't know why, but part of me is like, I think they should win it.
And I told you when it like ended though, I was like, I don't think they're gonna win, but if they by chance do win, it's probably gonna like the whole 3-4 thing is gonna be like a thing, and they're gonna do Freebird rules type of shit where they switch between the four of them.
Yeah, like I'm all for it. But like I don't know why it just like seems like they like when they showed up and like watching them wrestle and remembering like they're the best friends, it's like they're like the only other 3-person team in here that's like a full unit that's been a full unit, not just by like, oh, we're in AEW, we're just gonna be friends all of a sudden.
Yeah,
It's like they're the only ones except for the elite. It's like, yeah, no, that's perfect. Like,
that fucking like the best friends have been together the longest ones in the tournament.
mm-hmm.
Now, that's wrong.
No, I'm gonna explain to you why that's actually the truest thing ever. Because I like so first off, I know that the Bucks have been like Buck friends. I mean, they're brothers, so they've been brothers for the longest. So as long as I can remember, Trent and Chucky T, they have been best friends. And like they were best friends with Orange Cassidy and Drew Gulak. And like they have been like a team, like a unit, like a little thing of like a bunch of friends that hang out and was really cool. So that's why I know that they were best friends. Because like when Trent went to New Japan, everybody else was like left stuck in the States. It was like, oh, okay, well, they're stuck over here. And when they finally came back together when they were in Ring of Honor, it was like, oh, they're the best friends. And I'm like, oh shit, I remember Chucky T and Trent and Orange Cassidy and Drew and all of them being friends in the Indies way before this. So technically, they have been together longer than the Elite. Because when Kenny came over after Trent had already been there. So that means the best friends had been established for about 5 years before the Elite existed. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah, like they were best friends.
Because I knew Chucky and Trent were a thing, but I didn't know Orange was friends with them like prior to AEW.
Yeah, like they were friends because like it's pictures and stuff, and like there's videos of Drew and Orange Cassidy and Chucky and Trent all being like best friends, because it all happened right around the time when Trent got released from WWE. When he was Trent Beretta and he got released, he went on the Indies, he met them, and everything was like, oh yeah, we're cool and all of that. And I like, part of me wants to say they were friends before this, but I'm not sure. But I do remember after he got released from WWE, him, Chucky T, and everybody else were like really close friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was Rocky Romero with them.
No, Rocky Romero
too.
No, Rocky Romero was friends in New Japan, but he was never friends with Chucky T, because like the whole thing about that was when Chucky T showed up in Ring of Honor, Trent was like, oh shit, you're here. And like this was like an actual like skit thing. He showed up, was like, oh shit, you're here. And Rocky was like, hold up, but me and you are friends. And he was like, no, but this is my best friend. And like that's how the best friend started. And like in Ring of Honor was like, no, this is my best friend. And he's like, but me and you. And like they had like a little like competition because Rocky kept trying to be like, yo, I'm your best friend. He's like, no, this is my best friend. You can be both my best friends. He's like, no, but I want to be your best friend. He's like, no, but he's my best friend. And it started like this little dumb feud. And like it never was like an angry feud. It was just like friends trying to be the best or the best friends. And it was like, oh, okay. Like, and that's how like the whole Rocky Romero and stuff thing happened. And after that, Rocky just kind of like, all right, listen, you two are better together, and Rocky gave up and went to do his own Rocky thing. And but like he's like, no, you're still my best friend. And then after that, they just kind of left and went to AEW. So that's why it was the whole thing. Cool. But yeah, like the whole best friends thing was a long time. So yeah,
that makes sense to me. Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is a whole thing. So then we go to, I almost said Monday Night Raw. That's how confusing these shows are. So SmackDown opens with fucking pyro. All of this pyro pops off, and it's like, oh shit, like they're old school opening in it. All right, cool. And we cut to Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. They're sitting there talking, and like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, this is the 12, like, what is it, the 12,000? No, not the 12,000. No, it's the 1,200 episode of SmackDown. So as they're talking, Ronda Rousey walks by. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is Ronda Rousey doing? And Ronda Rousey comes in the ring. She's like, yo, reinstate me, bitch. And like, she calls out Adam Pearce. Is like, yo, reinstate me. He sends security down. The security dies. Because Ronda kills the security. She murders the shit out of security. So then he calls the cop. One of the cops looked like a version of Tessa Blanchard. And it made me laugh because, like, as soon as I seen her, I was like, what the fuck is Tessa Blanchard doing? And then I was like, oh, no, that's not Tessa Blanchard. That's just some random person. It was
could be her actor.
It could be. So they arrest Ronda, and she gets arrested and gets taken out. Mind you, we're in Canada, so she gets taken out of Canada. But as she's leaving, a fucking SUV pulls up, and everybody knows exactly who's in the SUV. It's your tribal chief. He's here in the building. So yeah,
I can said that out loud.
So then we go back in the ring. And Natty and Shayna are in the ring. I mean, not Shayna. Natty and Sonya. So earlier in the day, we find out. Well, actually, not we find out, because after we ended the podcast last night, me and Renegade was talking, and I immediately told Renegade, was like, dude, Toxic Attraction is showing up tomorrow on SmackDown. I told him, like,
the podcast too.
No, it was right after the podcast was over. I was like, dude, Toxic Attraction is showing up on SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because like while the podcast was going on, I was trying to work to officially confirm it. So if it happened, I could say it on the podcast, but I didn't get confirmation until after the podcast was over. So I was like, yeah. So that's why I was like, yeah, no, Toxic Attraction is showing up tomorrow. So we find out that the reason Toxic Attraction is showing up is because, well, Nikita Lyons isn't medically cleared, air quotes, to show up. Now, mind you, nothing bad happened to this woman. And we know, I'm going to put in air quotes, I'm not going to expose everything, but we know there's a reason why she didn't show up. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say much more, but there's a reason. So, Natty and Sonya are in the ring, and then all of a sudden, here comes Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. And they sit right behind Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. And I blame one person for this.
I know.
It's all Renegade's fault. All Renegade's fault. He's been saying, I want Bayley to interact with Michael Cole. And this was the best reaction, because all through the fucking match, she's just literally saying shit to Michael Cole. It was one time Michael Cole didn't even say anything, and Bayley just starts yelling at him, and he goes, I didn't say anything. She's like, I know, but you were thinking it. Like, what the Oh my god.
Shit's fucking hilarious.
It was so fucking good. So Toxic Extraction comes down and they face Natty and Sonya, and Toxic Extraction wins. Like, not even gonna lie, we even said it on the podcast, they should have been in this fucking tournament instead of Nikita and the other girl. Like 100%.
Don't even know why they put him in, and they're not even a tag team.
I don't know why either. And like they hyped it up for like a couple of days, and then like all of a sudden this mysterious like illness, and like somebody was like, "Oh well, Toxic Distraction was always supposed to be in there," and it was like, no, they weren't. Like there was a medical illness of crossing a border thing that like somebody couldn't show up, so that's why that happened. Fine. And also, if you're wondering why Killer Cross didn't show up, it was also the same medical reason. But okay. I'm just saying. So then we get to the backstage. This is the best part. This is the best part of the show. I don't care what anybody else says. This was the best part of the show. Sammy gets back there, and Sammy is about to knock on the door, and the security goes, "Yeah, he said you could go in." And Sammy was like, "What?" "Yeah, he said you could go in. You could just walk in." Okay. So Sammy knocked on the door. He went in. He sits down. So Sammy starts telling him how he's been repping the bloodline and airing his grievances. And then he says, like, "Jay's been getting on my ass." And he's like, I don't even remember what he called him, but he called him something. And Roman was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, see, you know." So they're talking, and this is how everything starts to get a little bit connected. Fucking Roman looks at Sammy and says, "Yo, you cool with Kevin Owens?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my friend. He's from the same hometown." He's like, "We grew up together." And he's like, "Well, tell him I don't owe him nothing. The tribal chief doesn't owe anybody anything." And it was like, It's like that was random.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. And then Roman gets up to go freshen up, and the phone rings, and it's Jay. And Jay calls calls Roman, and Sammy answers the phone because Roman tells him to. And he's like, "Yo, I can't make it here. We're stuck at the border." Now, I'm not even gonna lie, they're not stuck at the border. They like, if I'm not mistaken, I think they wrestled after the show. This was just part of the show. So
okay. Yeah,
like this was 100% part of the show that they weren't there because like I think that they wrestled like somebody after the show, and like they were there. So they were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna be there." And like Sammy was talking to Roman, and Roman was like, "Yeah," he was like, "What do you have to do tonight?" Sammy was like, "I got the Intercontinental title match tonight." He's like, "Yeah, you can bring the Intercontinental title to the Bloodline." And he's like, "Oh." And like Sammy was so happy. This whole interaction was like 5 minutes, and it was just like so great. It was so great. It was the best thing in the show.
Like he left happy, but that whole time he was shitting bricks.
Yes. Like Sammy was so good in that fucking thing. It was so good. I loved it. So then we get the Maximum Male Models doing their segment, and they get interrupted by Hit Row. And Hit Row comes in and winds up beating the shit out of Maximum Male Models, and Hit Row starts rapping. They start rapping about their back or something, and they're rapping, and all of a sudden, Maxine Dupree starts trying to go down the ring, and her brother's like, "No, what are you doing?" And she's like, "What? I like their music. They're kind of cool." He's like, "No, you can't." And he grabs her and brings her back. Like it's like that pairing is very funny because like she's easily distracted. Like she's so easily distracted. Like
That's the second time that happened, right?
Yes.
Something happened with what's the name? The Therios.
Yes. She's so easily distracted. And it's like, what the fuck? So then like after that we get a video package from Karrion Kross about Roman and Drew and how they were the chosen ones and he should have been the chosen one and their time is running out. Tick tock, tock tick. And it's like, okay.
Good app.
No, Senator. So then we have the fatal 5-way. The winner becomes the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championships to face Gunther at the Clash at the Castle. So everybody's coming out. Sheamus, Mad Crap Moss, Bartender Cabron, fucking Ricochet, and then Sammy comes out to the loudest fucking pop that you've heard in a long time in fucking Montreal. They fucking lost their shit when Sammy came out.
That's actually his hometown, right?
Yes, that's his hometown.
Oh,
and it was so good. And so through the match was great and it kept getting better and better. Halfway through the match, Bartender Cabron took off his shirt. And I know you're like, what the fuck, who cares? Bartender Cabron hasn't took off his shirt since he's been Happy Cabron.
Yeah. I wonder the last time he took off his shirt was like when he was Lone Wolf.
Yes. He hasn't had that shirt off in a long time. And people were like, wait, what the fuck? Like, the fuck, he's back to normal? So, also, in the match, Sammy got knocked down. And fucking Michael Cole goes, yeah, he's kind of acting like El Generico. And we were like, wait, what the fuck? Did you just bring up El Generico? The fuck?
Wait, what?
Yo, I fucking was losing it. I was like, wait, what the fuck? So then at one point, Sammy gets his arm injured, and Sammy's trying to, like, they have to take Sammy out. So Sammy winds up coming back. And when Sammy comes back, the crowd pops again because they're like, oh shit. And mind you, we're still in this 5-way. This 5-way lasted about 30 minutes. It lasted 30 minutes. It wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. It was really fucking good. And when Sammy came back, everybody was like, oh shit, Sammy might win. Sammy might win. And just as you think Sammy's might gonna win, Sheamus wins. And the funny part about it is like, nobody's mad. Like, we were like, oh, that's kind of disappointing that Sammy didn't win in his hometown. But at the same time, it's like, we get to see Sheamus versus Gunther.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that makes it even better. In their backyard. You think that they're not going to put on a fucking show in their backyard? Oh my God. It's for the Intercontinental title. The one title that Sheamus doesn't have to complete his collection. Oh my God. Like, I wanted Sammy to win just because it was his hometown, but at the same time, it's like, I wanted Sheamus to win just to have this match, and now we have this match. Oh,
like, God. I was happy with either or. Like, if anybody else will win, like, it would be disappointing to me. I was happy with either or.
Yes, I was happy. So then we had Sarah Logan, or Sarah Rowe, bring out all of these things. This was an actual video package, and the Viking Raiders did this Viking funeral for the New Day. And the whole time they were going to do this Viking funeral, the Viking funeral is basically where you put something in like a casket or something, and you put it on a float, and you send arrows to it and set it on fires. And the whole time when they said they're going to do the Viking funeral, I was trying to figure out how they were going to do it inside the arena. Because, like, that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, they're going to do it inside the arena. They're going to do it inside the arena. And the fact that they did it outside in a fucking vignette was fucking perfect. Because it was like it worked because that's a Viking funeral. So yeah, I was happy about that.
They couldn't do it in the arena. Like they pulled it off, it would be fucking amazing. But it was no way they could do that.
Yes. So then we had Liv Morgan, and they're talking to Liv Morgan about her match that she's about to have with Shotzi and her match that she's gonna have with Shayna. And Liv literally says out loud, she says out loud, yeah, people are gonna do whatever they can to take this title off me, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to keep this title. Reiterating what I said before, where people was like, oh my God, she's a heel. It's like, no, she's a good guy that's going to do what she has to do to keep her fucking title. And like, that's the way it should be. So that was a thing. And we get Shotzi versus Liv. And the funny part about it, which made me happy, was Michael Cole acknowledged it. Michael Cole goes, they were sending shots back and forth on Twitter, and they were in a beef all week. I'm glad they're having this match so they can air out their grievances. And I'm like, holy shit, like they had mentioned a feud that wasn't started by WWE and just was like something that they were doing fucking around trying to get a match. It's like,
that's a first.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, there's a lot that was like, oh my God, they changed. Like this place has changed a lot. And you can hear the excitement in our voice talking about SmackDown like we don't usually have, because it's like repetition. This is like an excitement of like all new, all different. It's like, yeah, this is great.
Like this whole week of wrestling has been awesome to me, you know?
Yes. So Shotzi and Liv had the match, and they had like a really dope match. And the fucking awesome thing was Liv hits the Oblivion, and the way Shotzi sells it, like she hits the Oblivion, Shotzi sells it, but the one thing that popped me was usually when you hit the Oblivion, the person doesn't flip all the way completely over, so they wind up on their back. They usually wind up on their front. Liv has to roll them over. Shotzi somehow flipped all the way over and landed on her back, and Liv pinned her. I'm like, oh shit.
Shotzi's good.
Yes, she's great.
Yeah.
So then Shayna Baszler shows up, and Shayna just beats the shit out of Liv, and she grabs Liv's arm, and she's about to give her the future endeavor like arm step, but she gets close to Liv's face, and this was so perfect. She gets close to Liv, and she goes, I'm not going to break your arm. I'm going to break your arm and steal the title when we get to the show. And she just like acts like she's going to do it and winds up kicking Liv in the face. And like, that was so perfect, because it's like, I can kill you anytime I want, but I'm only going to kill you when it means something. And because of that, everybody now has in their head like, oh my God, she can kill Liv any fucking time she wants. Liv is a dead woman. And to me, that was like, immediately was like, oh, Liv's an underdog. Liv is going to beat the shit out of Shayna in the pay-per-view. Yeah.
Like I'm reading it as like it go either way now. It's like her like Liv's little line about like I'm going to do anything to keep this title, and then this thing with Shayna, it can go either way.
No, I only see it going one way. I don't see it going like, I don't see Shayna winning at all because of the way that they're setting this up. Like the more and more you look at it, it's like Liv doesn't have a chance in the world. There's no way Liv can win. And yes, Liv can do whatever she can to win, and it makes you go, all right, but yeah. And it just, to me, it's like, it's the most simplest thing in the world. It's like, you make Liv look like the worst underdog, like she's going to lose, like there's no way out. And then she just immediately, easily comes out on top and beats Shayna Baszler. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, that's it.
Like that happened.
Yeah. So then they show Roman getting ready. Then they show Drew McIntyre getting ready. they're getting ready because they're about to have a face to face. And so they're gonna do the face to face, and I'm like, all right. So they're gonna do the face to face. Something dumb is gonna happen, and it's gonna be one of those stupid ass things. So Roman comes out. Roman holds out his hand, wait for the mic, and Renegade goes, "There's nobody to give you a mic. Why are you holding out your hand?" But the prop guy shows up and gives Roman the mic. It's like, nah, here's the mic.
That fucked me up.
So then Roman is talking about how he's gonna beat the shit out of Drew, and he's the main event, and he's always been the main event. And Drew was talking shit on Monday about how he's the main event. And Drew comes out, and Drew's like, "No, fam, I was straight up real because you're not here. So what's the point in all of this?" And Drew once again goes, "All right, fuck it. All this talking, we don't need to do this. We're in a ring. Let's fight." And Roman is like, "Come on, man, you ain't going." And I thought like Roman was just gonna bitch out and be like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." Roman was like, "No." He's like, "Nah, fuck it." And they just start going at it. And then this fucked me up because Drew went for the Claymore kick. He hits the Claymore kick, but he hits it on Sammy. And Roman got up and he was like, "What the fuck? How did you show up?" So Roman gets ready to do the fucking pounce. Roman gets right into it, gets hit with another fucking Claymore kick. And I am so pissed off at WWE's fucking video packages because Drew lays him out and Drew literally stands there with the titles getting ready to raise them up. And as he's halfway up, they cut to the package because like they're damn near out of time. They cut to the package to show you, yo, he hit Sammy. This is how he hit Sammy, and this is how he hit Roman. And they had to make Drew redo that scene because like they were out of fucking time and they had to get in what really happened and get to this point. And it was like, fuck. It was really fucked up, but they got it.
It was fucked up, but like at the same time, it's not their fault because you didn't see where the fuck Sammy came from. You know what I mean? They had to point that out.
And like it was like milliseconds that they had was like, oh shit, the show's about to go off the air. We gotta fix this, and they had to show us and then go right back to that. It was like, fuck.
At least we got to see it though. It wasn't like AEW, like the mask ripping thing that we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
Not criticizing AEW, just like a bad timing on their part.
Yeah, because like both shows right at the wire were like, yo, we gotta go off the air, but we have this angle that we're still shooting. So like, yeah, you know, it was like, okay. So that was the show, and so I have to bring this up because somebody did say this to me a fucking couple weeks ago because I said over the course of Forbidden Door, I had said about Okada's wife and his wife being pregnant, and they literally was like, no, you lied because he was at Forbidden Door and he still did the G1 and yada, yada, yada. Well, here's the thing. Okada won the G1, closed out the show, had a great time. Okada, 24 hours later, had a baby. His wife had a baby. I was telling you that the fucking wife was pregnant and you guys were like, nah, it's not because look, you showed up. You're an asshole. I told you. She had a baby, so congratulations to Okada and his wife. Damn, you guys don't listen.
You're welcome.
Fucking losers. You always think, oh, now you're making it up. You're not even, like the CM Punk thing is not even true because look, like somebody said it wasn't true. It's just like they're working the fans. Ha, you guys are getting worked, marks. And it's like, okay, you want to keep saying we're getting worked, quote unquote, marks? Dude, there's like not only just a little bit of evidence, there's a lot of evidence of these things happening. And there's more and more people talking about these frustrations and these things that are happening. And it's like, come on. Like, you gotta really be honest with yourself. This is happening. I know you're like, well, this is our perfect company. This shouldn't be happening. And it's like, it happens everywhere. I'm shooting you guys some bail. Like, it happens everywhere. It happens in every company. But like, it feels like it's more of a one or two people that's very frustrated that needs their grievances aired out, and Tony needs to find a way to air out their grievance.
Will he do it? Time will tell.
Well, hopefully, because like a lot of this shit is stemming from the fucking Colt Cabana thing, and that's what's fucking me up, because it's like somebody is really angry about this Colt Cabana thing when Colt Cabana was part of the Dark Order, which a lot of the Dark Order members are like, yo, we loved him and we want him back and we want him to be our friend again. But he is now relegated to Ring of Honor because his contract expired with AEW. Now he's just a Ring of Honor exclusive. And with that, people are like a little angry, like, yo, this is our homie. But one person is angry that he still exists. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we see how that goes. So it's like a problem, and it all, like I said, it all started from fucking Colt Cabana. Everything started from Colt Cabana, even the fucking shot that Hangman took talking about Colt Cabana. It's an all Colt Cabana story, and if you know where that Colt Cabana story starts and ends, you know where the biggest problem lies. So, yeah.
It's amazing to me how people could hold grudges like that for so fucking long.
Like, part of me would be like, I don't see that, but at the same time, I could hold a grudge, but me knowing what this grudge is, it's like, well, not actually knowing the whole grudge. I'm not even going to say that because I'm not going to be like, oh, I know exactly everything that's going on. From what we've heard the grudge is, like, let me preface it that way. From what we heard the grudge is, it's like, you can't be serious, like, holding that. This is the actual grudge. Like, you can't be serious. Like, this isn't it. Because, like, what it is like, that is, like, completely, like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Like, shut up.
Like, if it's that, it's petty. You know?
Yeah, it's, like, really fucking petty. But, like, people can hold grudges over, like, taking girlfriends or, like, doing them dirty, crossing them over, screwing them out of money. You know, like, shit like that would be like, yeah, like, oh, yeah, no, fuck that. But, like, you know, that is, like, a little bit, yeah.
It's nothing compared to the other things, you know.
Yeah, fucking Bret Hart forgave Shawn Michaels for damn near ruining his... The fuck? Like,
yeah.
He forgave him, so, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. The fuck?
He also, like, kind of sort of forgave Vince. So, and, like, the whole Bret screwed Bret thing, you know, so.
Yeah, it's like, people forgive people for shit, so, I mean, you know, like, we're gonna try not to bring this up again. We're gonna try to leave this underground and dead as it is. But the more and more it keeps resurfacing, we have to talk about it. But we're gonna try to leave it dead. You know,
what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna resurface again, so you might as well not say that because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and if anything that I think is gonna happen this Wednesday, yeah, we're gonna have a real big problem when we do the next podcast because like there's a possibility of MJF coming back where people are like, no, he's not. It's like, dude, yeah, like we even talked about it on the last podcast. It's a possibility of MJF coming back. It's a possibility of Punk doing something stupid, which a lot of people remembered that Cleveland is the place that he left WWE and was like, yo, fuck you guys. So now people are like, oh, what if he does another thing like he did with John Cena where he takes the title and goes through the crowd and leave? And it's like, if they turn it, like I said, if they turn this into a work, then it's like people will be like, you got work, you idiots. I can't believe you guys listen to these people. You guys got work. This is a big old work. Ha ha. And it's like, that's not true. It's not true. This actually happened. This actually happened. But everybody's going to be dicks about it when it happens. Be like, ha, they fucking worked you guys, you losers, getting worked by the dirt sheets. It's like, oh my God, you guys are idiots.
It's a shoot that has a possibility of turning into a work.
No, there's no possibility of turning into work. It's like 100% going to be turned into a work. Because once everything, like once all of the drama and grievances get aired out and it's like cleared up, they're going to turn it into a work because too many people are talking about it. If like nobody talked about it and it just was like a few people was like, oh, this thing happened and just like moved on, it would be a thing. This is like day 3 of still talking about it. And it's like, no, it still exists. So they're going to like Tony, like if you looked at Tony's tweets today, Tony tweeted 9 or 10, 15 times today. And like Tony usually just goes, all right, I'm going to do like 2 tweets to like promote Rampage. He just kept tweeting. He kept popping up on my timeline. And the funny part was like, at first I was like, why does this same tweet keep popping up? And then I realized, I was like, no, it's just him tweeting. And it's like, because of the way he was tweeting and the stuff he was doing, it was like, oh, you're aware of the situation. And that also means you're going to use this as a fucking storyline when everything starts to calm down. Like, I'm not going to lie. I really wish somebody would use a storyline while it's fucking flaming hot and scorching. Like, while the shit is still going on, I want somebody to use a storyline where people are like really angry at each other. It's just like, nah, fuck it, we're going to do this.
Like, I want that to calm down.
Yeah. I want it fresh, piping hot, real heat, and be like, this is a storyline now. I still hate you. Yeah, it's a storyline now. Fuck it. That's what I want.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be great. But anything you want to say before we end the show?
I don't know. Do you have anything to say? Oh, my bad. That's your line.
Do you have anything to say?
No.
All right. Hasta luego.